Hi guys, welcome to another video on Jay's Workshop. Today we're going to be working on a 2015 plate BMW 1 Series 118i. It's got a 1.5 3-cylinder twin turbo engine. We're going to be changing the air filter, oil filter and the 3 spark plugs. So first what we're going to do is just open this cap. Just leave it like that. And this car don't have a dipstick, it's got a digital thing, so I'm just going to round up. I have to open this little flap here. You turn it like that. This pocket will open up. There you go. So this will open just like this. And right there, you can see the oil sump plug, and that's a 17mm. You just gotta open this sump plug out. So I've got it open. Open this up now. So I'm just gonna let the oils flush out now. Alright, so we're letting the oil come out fully, and now I'm just gonna change the air filter. Hold on with a couple of clips. There's 2 clips. There's another one there. There's another one here. Take this out as well. Okay, should be able to slide that out. If not, I'm gonna have to open this. So yeah, I managed to get the filter out just by sliding it out. But you just lift it up, so you ain't got to take this part off here. You can just literally lift it up and it slides out. So we're gonna put the new one in. Yeah, I'm gonna put the new one in. Yeah, you know what? Hold this then. You don't mind. Just put it. Just gonna slide the new one in. These are so hard to clip back on, boy. So long. Okay, so I had to cut it. This whole clip came out, so I had to actually push it back in and clip it back on. But yeah, simply like just clip them back on. So that's the air filter done. The oil's coming out. Now I'm gonna just hold this. Just going to take this engine cover off and just pull it up like that. I'll put this back on now because I don't want nothing going in the oil. And we're going to do the oil filter, which is located here, right here, behind all these wires. It's located right here. Anyway, before we tackle the oil filter, because my tool dropped down, I'm going to just quickly put this sump plug back on. I'm just going to tighten this back up. That's it. Just gonna put this flap back on and just turn that around. I'm gonna have to do this 2 hands, but anyway, basically you just tuck this down a bit and then you just turn that around again and I'll close that. Alright, so round 2, try again without dropping this head all the way down. So it's a 27mm. Just gonna put it on top of that, as you can see. So now I can attach my adapter. and start unscrewing it. So as you can see, it's coming out now. You definitely need a flexi adapter, 100%, a wobbly adapter, whatever you call it. Okay, so it's coming up now. Okay, so I'm going to take my adapter off now. Carefully, I don't want to drop it. And we need to get something to chuck it in. So basically, the filter should come out now. It's really tight. So just chuck it to there. So that's the old filter, we're going to replace it now. So, and just take the old filter out. It should just pull out like that. And you have to take this ring off as well. Like that. What I'm going to do now is clean this with some brake cleaner. Most people don't, but you should. Spray it out. I'm just going to leave that on top of there, let it dry. Alright, so I've cleaned it all out now. I'm just going to put the new ring on. Slide it down onto the last one there. Get the new filter, pop that in as well. Like that. This one tight. You just have to put some oil around this ring to stop it seizing up next time you take it out. Like that. Cool. So I'm just going to put this lid back on. We're going to put this in now. So you have to kind of just feed it past all of this. Alright, that's in now. It's a bit tricky though, trying to get in. You have to keep twisting it around until it sits in the right place. That's why I'm not using a tool on it right now. Okay, so I've hand tightened it. It's in the right place. So what I'm going to do now, just put the socket back on and just tighten it off. You don't want to over tighten it, just that's enough. Yeah, that's it. When it stops, you stop. So that's the oil filter done now. Right guys, so we got to the plugs. This car's actually only got 3 plugs, 3 spark plugs, a 3-cylinder twin turbo. And to get to it was actually such a mission. If you just look over here, all these things we've taken off to get to it, but I couldn't film it because I was kind of struggling at the time. But I'll show you guys in reverse when I put it all back together. But what we need to do now is take these clips off here. 1, 2, 3, the callback clips. So you just push them in and give it a wiggle and it should come out. Hold on. Yeah, if it's been a bit tight, you're gonna have to get like a really small flathead screwdriver and just pop it in there, which I'm gonna do now. Basically what you need a small thin screwdriver like that. Push in this hole like that, apply a bit of pressure, squeeze that with your thumb and then it'll come out just like that. I've already loosened these off, so we just pull them out. Now, just keep them out of the way. Now what we're gonna do is, you need a E8, it's an E-Torx, basically a female version Torx. Not everyone's got these tools, so good idea to buy these and keep them in your toolbox. So yeah, we're just gonna start from the first core pack here. Just gonna crack them loose with my hand, like that. And then the rest of it, I'm just gonna take off with my hands. Just make sure you don't drop them down in the engine bay. quite long screws as well. Okay, that's 1, 2. And if it comes out. What is that with this one, boy? Do you know what? These are self. This one's actually holding in, but to be honest, all of them should have held in like that, because it kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Let me pull this cord back out and I'll explain it to you. You just hold these 2 screws, bro. So you just pull it upwards and out like that. See, can you see it kind of just holds in? It won't fall out. It's not meant to fall out, but the first 2 came out. It shouldn't have, but it did, so it is what it is. So this is the first core pack. It's in very, very good condition, as you can see. And there's nothing wrong with that, so we're just gonna place that here. And take the second one out. Once again, just like new. Leave that there. And last but not least, take out the third one, yeah? So now, we have access to our spark plugs. It's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so what I've done, I've got my 3/8 ratchet, I've got an extension bar, I've got a little wobbly adapter there, and I've got my 14mm socket at the end. But what I've done, I took the rubber grommet out of there inside, because these plugs, if you look at the other end of it, 1 second, the other white side, can you see the head, like the white bit's really long on them, so it won't go into it. You have to remove that grommet. So what I'm going to do now is just take out the first plug. So I've got that in. Oh bloody, I don't think these have been changed, boy. Alright, so I've cracked that. Just gonna loosen it off. But because I haven't got the rubber grommet on here, I'm gonna have to get a magnet and take it out. So I'm using a magnet. I'm just gonna pop it in here. I'm gonna pull the...
No, actually, I think I told you.
What?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, you know what? I don't think it's loosened enough. Oh no, it is. No, do you know what? Yeah, got it out. I had to loosen it a bit more. There you go. That's the spark plug.
Yeah, that's
as you can see, it's burnt out. Don't think it's ever been changed. Yeah, it's original BMW plugs. As you can see, NGKs. We're gonna be putting NGKs in as well. Okay, so because we haven't got the rubber grommet in there, I'm gonna have to stick it on the magnet carefully like this. Just drop it into the hole and just kind of feel it screwing in if I can with this. Yeah, it's kind of holding in there. So look, there you go. I can take this out now. And what I'm gonna do now is get my 14mm spark plug socket. You got to make sure it's got these grooves on it. It's not just a normal 14mm spark plug socket. It has to have all these lines on it. So anyway, I'm gonna go in now, and I'm just gonna hand tighten it carefully because I don't want to cross thread the plugs. And I can feel it's going in nicely. Just gonna keep hand tightening it until it stops. Okay, coming near the end. What I'm gonna do now when it gets to that stage is put my ratchet on and then just tighten it off. Remember guys, you don't want to over tighten these, so yeah, it's got to that stage now, and I'm just gonna, that's it, I'm just gonna stop there. I'm not gonna do any more, and this will just come straight out because obviously there's no rubber grommet on it. I'm not gonna bother filming the other two because it's exactly the same procedure as what we just done. Okay, so we've got all the new plugs in, 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna be putting the core packs back on. So I'll just start from the left. Just pop them in. that, push it down, line it up with this screw hole. Just kind of hand tighten it like that. Put the next one in, push it down. Funny. As I said, these shouldn't have really came out. I don't know why it did. Let me just try and push it down like this. Yeah. So now it's gone in. To hand tighten it. Like that. The last one. Push it down. Let's see over here. That's it. So now I'm just going to clip these back in. 1, 2, and 3. Just make sure you hear that click. Excellent. So yeah, I'm just going to tighten these down now with the ratchet. So what I'm going to do for now, because I've done the plugs, we've done the air filter, we've done the oil filter, I've put the sump back on underneath the sump plug. I'm just going to open this up now, and I'm just going to put the 4 litres of oil in now and test start it up before we put it all back together, just in case. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is put the 4 litres of oil in. This car takes this car takes 0W40 grade oil, Castrol always. So yeah, I'm going to top this up fully and then I'll get back to you. So we're just going to test start the car now. Everything sounds fine. That's good. So yeah, I'm going to turn it off now. When I put all this stuff back together, I'm going to show you guys how we took it off in reverse kind of thing. I'm going to put on in reverse. This rubbery thing goes in here, but you have to kind of tuck it right in. Like, it's flexible anyway, so it's got to like play about with it. Getting it out was easy because you just pull it, but getting it back in, it's going to be a bit tricky, but we'll get there. Okay, so we've got that engine sound deadening material, whatever it is, on. Now we're going to put this piece on. So if you just hold that side, and remember that pipe tucks into that clip here. Yeah, not now though, let's just tuck it in first. So yeah, we just got to tuck it just on above that sound deadening thing and around this. There's a pipe on there as well, be careful. Yeah. Alright, so mine's kind of going in, just kind of, yeah, that's it. Just shake it around a bit and push it in, and just line up the screw holes. So it has to go more towards you. Pull it towards you, the whole thing. Excellent. More, bit more. All right, cool. So now that should be lined up. As you can see, that one's lined up. That's lined up. That's lined up. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 1 screw that goes in here. It's 4, yeah. And then now there's on that side as well. I'll show you. There it is. It's 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 on this side. So I'm just going to put them in now. It was these screws here. They're all 10mm. They're all 10mm bolts.
Well, I think you take the wing mirror colour as well.
Hold on, bro. Yeah, so it's these. 1, 2. See? I'm going to put these on now. So just start off hand tightening them. yeah, these are the screws. I'm gonna do, just put them in here for now. Just gonna hand tighten them in. I know my glove's holy, I need to change it before anyone comments. One. Two. 3. And 4.
Yeah, I need the last one.
Yeah, you can do it, but just don't drop it in.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, I've done my one now on the back. It's in. Okay, so that one's in as well. So I'm just gonna come around to this side. So he's already put this one in. And that one. And I'm just gonna put that one in the back. It's a bit tricky. So put it in. So now I'm just going to tighten them off with my ratchet. We're going to put these covers back in. They just simply, I think this one's for the other side actually.
This one is for this side.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Yeah, keep that. We need to put the struts back on now. So these struts, let's take that magnet off there. What it is, there's one side that's kind of curved and one bit that's flat. So the curved bit will go on this side. How it goes is it slides just it slides on top of there and positions. Look, you can see the hole positions on top of that hole, just like that. I'll put it through here. Look, you can see. Okay, and this side just bolts onto there where the suspension top mount is. It just bolts right into there. So there was some rubber grommets that were here because I was wondering like how to access the nut from there. It was quite difficult, but there's actually 2 rubber grommets that you can take out, which are these things here to access the bolt. And these are the bolts that hold it in. So once again, I'm just going to hand tighten them first, and they are a E18 female Torx. So I'm just going to hand tighten it like this. And do the same thing with the middle one, but with the middle one I'm going to have to get it in the socket first. Look through there. And then you can see it's quite tricky to see actually. But there. So I'm just gonna use my extension socket like this with a grommet hole and just hand tightening it down like so. And I'm going to do the same with that side, and then I'm just going to tighten them off. Okay, so I've tightened up the strut bar. Now I'm just going to put these rubber grommets that I'm talking about back into here. They just pop in like that. Same with that side. That's it, just pops in. So let me just give you a little understanding the reason why we had to take all this stuff off. As you can see from here, you can only get access to one spark plug from here, and maybe the second one, but the third one, there's no way you can get to that without taking all this off. So that's why we had to remove all this. So now what we're going to do is pop these in. So how it is, if you just look here, there's little clips, 1, 2, and 3, and they just slide into this bit here. So we're just going to do that now. If I can get it in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this two-hand, guys, sorry. Okay, so I've just tucked this rubber back into its line. It just literally pushes in, there's no screws or nothing involved. There's one cover here, that's covering the ECU. I'm just gonna, once again, that's just got grommets here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just pops in. Like that. Okay, so there's, oh yeah, last thing. It's the main engine cover, which once again is held on with grommets. Once you get that positioned with the oil filler cap, you just kind of push it down. Yeah, like that. That's on. That's complete now. So we're just gonna start the car up and reverse the car off the ramps, and then I'll show you guys how to reset the oil service light and stuff. Okay, to reset the service light and the service indication, you have to press the start button to put it onto ignition. And then you have to hold this button down. Okay, now that's up. You can flick through the menu. Just keep pressing it to go through the menu. Okay, so I've already reset this, but I'll just show you again how to do it. So you hold it down. Oh, it says reset not possible anyway. So all you do, you hold it down, and then it'll say reset, and then you just hold it down again, and it's done. And then you can reset this one as well. And then to come out of it, you just turn your ignition off, and that is it.